got MJ, Robin, and Darren in the house. And hey, we have now reached the conclusion of that Cavaliers-Toronto game. And the Cavs came into this game 3-0, but the Raptors pulled away, outscoring the Cavs by 20 in the fourth quarter. Bananas. What did you guys see from Toronto that was so different from the first two games in Cleveland, Darren?
Well, for B, I think, even though Brandon Ingram struggled as, their number one option, and rightfully so, he's going to get all the attention in the world. But you got to give credit to R.J. Barrett and Scottie Barnes. They kind of stepped up in their place for Brandon Ingram with 30 points plus. I mean, you can't beat that. In the playoffs, your number one option is always going to be the center of attention. It's going to be hard for guys like him for Brandon Ingram to score, but you need your number 2 and number 3 option to step up. And I thought Scottie Barnes and R.J. Barrett did that.
Yeah, they definitely did. Toronto did it on both ends of the floor. I think they forced 20 or so turnovers from Cleveland. They shot they shot 30% for 3. They shot 40% from the field in general. So Cleveland just had a really bad shooting night. When you have James Harden on that team, you have Donovan Mitchell on that team, that's not something you expect out of them. And the Raptors themselves, they shot over 60% from 3.
20 turnovers for Cleveland tonight. Let's take a look at the highlights. We're not going to just focus on that and see how this unfolded in Toronto's win. Fans ready to go. How cold could it possibly still be? You know what? I don't want the.
It doesn't matter when you're at a Smash Mouth concert.
That's literally, they had the whole tailgate set up. It was great. The beard ready to go. First quarter. There's that's all for you. Jakob
He does.
Nailed that.
B.I.
He did. B.I. all day. Is Gloria there? I ask this every time.
I was wondering when you were going to get there.
I know. I don't want to keep you
Should I
waiting
mention
too
it? Should
long.
I mention it?
You know I'd get there. R.J. Barrett, that's the first of many.
Yeah, he was huge.
For him.
He was huge for them.
Scottie. Barnes and Barrett combined for 21 points in the first quarter. But don't forget about Spider, who is very much still out there. All right, we jump to the second. Max.
It's good to see him out there finally for the Cavs. I feel like it's been all season long.
Yeah. And he's definitely a key piece for them because his ability to shoot from outside has definitely helped.
12 points in the quarter for him.
One of the
Under
20
25 seconds
turnovers.
left. Colin Murray Boyles, not to be confused
Brian
with.
Doyle Murray, Bill Murray's brother.
No relation.
People won't be confusing them after tonight. It's okay.
Absolutely not. You cleared that up for everyone. Still in the third here. There's Barnes.
He was a problem.
He is 13 points in the third. All right, so the Cavs did answer back, courtesy of Donovan. He's always somebody you got to look out for, no
Of course,
matter
he's
what.
Spider.
Closing seconds here. Barnes. Oh my God. Watch the bench, as they should, by the way. That is an interesting shirt. All right. Fourth quarter now. There's Boyles. Nice reverse layup. A few plays later.
Just like Bill Murray in Space Jam, right? At the end.
Jamison Battle.
Yeah, Battle was big too in the second half.
All right. Missed the free throw, but Battle back at it.
Here we go.
Way behind the
Yeah.
Raptors are just kind of having their way, aren't they?
It looks cold. I see many layers. All right, in transition, here's Barrett. Woo!
Did I mention they shot 60% from 3?
Final score, 126-104 in favor of the Raptors. So Scottie Barnes and R.J. Barrett each scored a playoff career high 33 points for the Raptors. Rookie Colin Murray Boyles, he chipped in 22. The Cavs had a balanced attack with 6 players in double figures, but it just wasn't enough. And here is Scottie after the game.
Yeah, the energy doesn't lie in here, Scottie. So welcome to the Scottie Barnes show, as they would say. When you and RJ have it rolling that both for 30 plus, and you know the importance of this game, but the production is more important. How does it feel in terms of getting this win tonight?
It feels amazing. We knew we needed one. I'm just happy we did it in front of our home crowd. The energy was there. It was fantastic. People off the bench stepped up. Shout out Jamison Battle, hit like 4 or 5 huge threes for us. Carlin played great off the bench. We need everybody, and everybody stepped up and performed. couldn't do this without everybody tonight.
What does it say about the conversations you guys have had as a squad over the last couple of days when you see Jamison stepping up, when you see Colin giving you huge production as well?
We want it so bad. We're so passionate about it. We want it so bad. We're trying to do whatever it takes out there on the floor. We know we got to rebound, we got to run, we got to push, we got to make those extra efforts in order to win this game.
Okay, I'm going to ask you the journalist question now. How is the calf? I saw you pull up there on the floor.
There's a little cramp, it ain't nothing serious.
I like that. And when we turn now, game 4, on your floor again, can you replicate? Can you do it again?
We're hungry. We're hungry. We want it. We got to come out. A lot of energy, effort, hard work. We got to want it. We got to want it. We're hungry. We want this.
You can see the whole city turned out. I take it back.
Miss some, the plays we made the first 2 games, making a simple pass, kicking out when the paint's crowded. But like I said, give them a ton of credit. I thought their defense was, they did a great job on both of them. We gotta get our spacing better too. I don't think our spacing was great. That usually hurts, your turnover game.
So we're talking beforehand about maybe expecting a few more doubles or some traps, but it seemed like there was more of a zone. Is that what you saw? Is there adjustment from 2 to 3?
I think it was more crowding the paint on their drive, right, on our major players' drives, right, and you make a choice in this league. You're going to come off some guys. You're going to stay at home, and they decided they really wanted to pack it, and I felt like we were trying to like thread the needle too much driving in there. We just gotta keep trusting the pass, keep making the right reads. But I definitely think we had some spacing issues. Even a half a foot in this league matters, especially with the length they have. But again, give them credit. I thought they imposed their will though, right? Like it's like, it's halftime. It's we took a punch, we came back, it's tied, and then at the beginning of the third quarter, they just I think they took a rebound out of our hands. They drove it kind of right down our throats. The force was just way on their side. Their ability to kind of be the more aggressive team, just kind of that simple. We'll clean up the tactical things, but in terms of doing the dirty work, stuff we talked about, and the defense has got to be better. Fourth quarter, then we started missing coverages, got backdoored, lost our focus.
And then I thought one of the biggest takeaways.
Okay, thanks everybody. Once again, we'll do the mic passing. So if you could raise your hand if you've got a question, please. We'll start there, second row, striped shirt.
Okay, when we get a microphone there, first of all, I would just like to mention my friend Doug Smith. I miss my guy right here. I miss getting some questions from him right here, but I hope he's going to be here very soon.
Thank you. Go ahead, Pat.
Thanks, Darko. Can you just talk about what Jamison Battle gave you tonight? What does it mean for a guy like him to have a night like that?
I mean, this is not first time to see Jamison Battle to perform this way. Ultimate professional, always keeping himself ready, puts an enormous amount of work in every single day. He goes through all the play groups, extra work just to have him physically ready, and he's in great conditioning. And tonight, when he stepped on the floor, he was ready for the moment. So it means a lot to see that all the work that he's putting in is paying off.
And what inspired confidence to be able to, put him into a big spot like that?
And we know what he brings to our team, from shooting, from stretching the floor, playing without the ball, cutting, moving. He brings a lot of intangibles to our team. And again, this is not first time that he played, those spot minutes and then coming in and changing the game. So he did an outstanding job tonight.
So we'll go to Eric and then to Josh.
Hey, Darko. You're no stranger to talking about Scottie. What impressed you most about his night tonight? And also, when that jumper's going for him, I mean, how much does everything change for your team?
And nothing surprised me from Scottie, to be honest with you. I know one thing with Scottie, that he's going to put everything he's got out there for his teammates, for his team to find a way to win the game. And so on some nights that's rebounding, some nights that's assists, some nights is scoring. Tonight he did everything. He was elite on defensive end. He was able to convert on offensive end and score. Got 11 assists. He did everything for us tonight.
Follow up.